It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Hornfrogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the TCU Hornfrogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Barnett. It's complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Hornfrogs will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, better look out! You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. First priority is to take care of the ball here. Got a man, it's Baker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Makes the grab past the marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 18 over UTSA. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Trying to punch it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Hornfrogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back and the Hornfrogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throwing on the run. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here is the Tennessee offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Barnett. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's James. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then
there he goes! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
With the run on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give. Got the first down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter. They need a touchdown. You would have liked to at least come up with a couple of yards here to help make the fourth down a little bit more manageable. Instead, they were looking to go downfield with it. Nobody there, so he throws it away, and now you got a tough fourth and long coming up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 39 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back in the Hornfrogs go on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tatum. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Got him downfield. Got room at the 35. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing. It's late in the game. You're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the move, it's Tatum.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.